Yo, what's going on? Okay, so check this out. I'm going to show you an example of people who lack knowledge, right? So if you can see that right here, it says sidewalk vendor ordinance moves forward, right? So we were out there and we were trying to talk with these people, not just here, but in Balboa Park, and we were trying to get them to come over into the private, because it's just a different jurisdiction that they can operate in. But, these people lack knowledge, right? And now they're going to have to pay. But in their minds, in their realm, they feel that that's a good thing, right? Because you have the public servants who are telling them through ordinances that if they wish to associate with other people, they have to pay a fee, man. So they don't mind paying a fee to the city, right? They don't mind paying a fee to the city and then having the city give them authority to do what they want to do, like just to be able to trade and handle and play with the people, right? But we're just going to show you in this clip right here, this is what happens to the people, and this is why the people always get harmed, because they lack knowledge, right? And you will always be harmed because, the public servants, these are the people that are supposed to serve the people. They keep taking from you, right? They keep touching you and they keep handling you, right? And this is just letting me know that people are just used to being abused, man. And we don't like this. And then this is why we're going to continue trying to show you how not to be touched and how not to be handled, man. All right, check it out. Here we go.
San Diego beaches will soon have to follow the city's rules for vendors that started earlier this summer. Our Clara Benitez is live in La Jolla with what to expect and explain the changes.
Well, Jamie, Council Member Jennifer Campbell has been working with the Coastal Commission in order to move forward with this new sidewalk vendor ordinance. Now it's going to include coastal areas, including beaches like here in La Jolla.
I use a lot of like abalone shells and stuff like that, and like pearls and stuff to kind of tie in the ocean.
Tiffany Farley, owner of West Style Story, is new to sidewalk vending.
And all the jewelry is precious gemstones and crystals.
Transitioning after getting laid off from her corporate job after the pandemic hit.
Had a kind of a vision of making a spin-off of my wholesale company, which was mainly geared for the spiritual and yoga community.
Tiffany says she's tried to get into several farmers markets around San Diego, but due to the long wait list, she decided to try sidewalk vending.
I'm only into farmers markets, so a friend of mine told me about the sidewalk vending. I just started doing it. It's been amazing. It's super busy. I love it. It's incredible. I mean, look, I'm right here. I can stare at the seals. If my kid's not in school, I bring her down. She's down here swimming. It's amazing.
In June, the city of San Diego passed a sidewalk vendor ordinance, implementing a list of rules and regulations, which Council Member Jennifer Campbell says had never been enforced before.
We wanted to make sure there's health and safety, because when it's too crowded or when access to important areas such as the parks and the beaches is impossible to get through. So you do have to have rules about these things.
The 34-page ordinance was not able to go into full effect in coastal areas until after the Coastal Commission approved them. But Councilmember Campbell says now with the commission withdrawing the review process, the ordinance will go into full effect citywide.
So I think once this goes into full effect, everybody will know what the rules are and everything will be smooth.
Sidewalk vendors along the coast will all now have to comply with the newest ordinance, including receiving the appropriate permits, which Tiffany says she has already done.
I think it was an extra step. It was a little frustrating at first, but I get it now. So, and then at least I know that I'm legit. And if there's 10 people that set up next to me and half of them aren't, the ranger's going to tell them they got to go.
Now, this will go into effect citywide, including the coastal areas, in a few weeks. The council member did mention that the city needs to approve a new amendment for that ordinance. And if you're caught selling or vending without a permit, you can be fined up to $1,000. Reporting live from La Jolla, Clara Benitez, Fox 5 News.
Okay, so I just let that one run all the way through. We claim fair use on that one because this is an educational moment right here, right? So do you see what's getting ready to happen to those people right there, in La Jolla, right, is because they lack knowledge, because they don't know who they are, they don't know what they are, right? They keep begging the city to allow them to be free, to allow them to associate, to allow them to assemble, right? So this is just what we do now, man, is that we try to teach you, we try to show you, we try to educate you, right? And if you don't wish to hear what we have to say because you don't want to see the knowledge, right, because you don't want to try the Lord, right, then we know what you are, man. You're a fool, right? And every fool is going to have to pay, right? Every fool is going to have to pay, and you're going to have to pay your master, right? And if you believe that the city of San Diego or whatever state it is that you live in is your master, right, and you have to pay them in order for you to assemble, and you have to pay them in order for you to seek life and liberty, right, and privacy and things like that, right, because you don't know what it says in the Constitution, because you don't know how to operate the Constitution, and now you're letting your servant tell you what to do, right? Shame on you, man. You're just going to have to deal with it, man. So all these sidewalk vendors in San Diego are all going to have to deal with that, and they're going to have to feel the pain, man. So we're going to see how many of them wish to be private, how many of them wish to actually serve the people and be a servant, right? And then just do what they wish to do, right? But I'm pretty sure a lot of them aren't going to want to hear it because, they just don't understand knowledge, right? And then even if you show them the word, right, and you show them like, hey, man, look right here, it says it right here, right, they're going to look at you stupid, right? And they're going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just want to be legit. I don't want to be bothered by the park rangers, man. And that's all we hear, man, is that we just hear weak people, just say, I don't want to ruffle the feathers, man. And, that's just how it is right now. But, this is why we always try to teach you. We always try to show you, right? And we try to show you by showing you the words, man, because once you know how to use the words, you're going to be able to be free, right? We're not trying to do this for you. We're trying to show you how to do it for yourself, man, because you have to protect God's property, man. Whatever that is you have to do that, right? We just show you how, right? And once you learn how, you're going to be free forever. Okay. All right. Well, that's it, man. I just wanted to show you that bit right there. It's just sad to keep watching this happen over and over and over. Right. And it's just watching the people be programmed by the screen, and the screen keeps telling them what they have to do. And the only thing that they care about is being, I want to be legit. Now I feel legit, man. Poor woman. Oh, well, I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.